guys, and welcome. I am the Seven Swords, and we're back in Skyrim. It's been a couple of days out of character since I've recorded. Sarah's been resting here at this fire with these hunters. She got a book from one of them, some of the druid information about Hearsing. Volume 2, this one. I did read it off camera. It will be up by the time this video is up. It should be up. If it's not, it'll go soon, around the time that this video goes up. As I try to put it up with around the same time that the episodes that I recorded them in goes up. Where we are heading is to over here to get the Ruthless Axe, so that we can then convince Clavicus Vile to re-merge or recombine, or to basically to make amends with Barbas, the dog we have traveling with us. We have the option to just travel to Solitude and then instantly warp there, but I don't think we're going to. I think we're going to go ahead and take a stroll to get there. I don't think I'm going to rush it, because I am trying to make my decision on if I want to finish this quest quickly or if I want to take Barbas with us on some quests. Not that I particularly want Barbas for a particular reason, other than the fact that he can't die. Basically, if he dies, he'll just come back. He doesn't actually die permanently. We're probably going to go into this area and see if we can get a couple of markers for this area. I'd like to see us explore a good chunk of the map by the end of this run through, before I end up either breaking it because I end up breaking it due to installing mods and changing mods. I haven't done anything like that yet, at least not that I can remember. I haven't added any new mods since heading in Hunterborn and getting the survival stuff working. Which, speaking of which, we probably should eat something. It looks like we're starving. Cooked bogfish. Feel a little peckish. How about some potatoes and some bread? You can always eat the venison without anything else because of the fact that we have the beast blood, which prevents us from becoming. Also drink some honey brewed mead and then wash it all down with some wine. That's good enough for now. Much like I said in the earlier episodes when we repaired this and we found out we couldn't use fast travel anymore, I'm actually really happy about that. It does mean that we will have reasons to camp and stuff like that, and I wanted reasons to go camping. It was one reason why I liked having the camping stuff and being able to go camping. I do think that there is a pretty good. Again, it does that, and I don't know why. I feel like I should be on edge because of that. Yeah, even that direction we could go explore. I feel like exploring today. I feel like getting some exploration in. I feel like Sarah's probably got the same going on. Like she feels the desire to go out and explore. I have been trying to decide on what I want to do with her character a little bit more, because I do feel like we have kind of lost the RP a little bit. We've kind of like lost her story with everything that's going on. One thing she has been on her mind the entire time, not just the Dragonborn situation and the sure if that's the third of the world or that's the third of the world. I think that's the third of the world, and I think that's High Hrothgar. But I think that that's been on her mind, but I also think that the Aetherius magic has been on her mind. She obviously doesn't know how to feel about it because it is very powerful magic that. Oh, speaking of very powerful magic. But it is very powerful magic that she doesn't quite understand. She found a book of it, and she kind of got the power of it, but I don't know if she understands, like, what it means to have it. And I think she's been trying to figure that out. And I'm under the impression we're hag ravens. Hey then, let's go kill us some hag ravens then. It said some kind of coven. I'm wondering if this is what I think it is. And if it is, we're here early. But I don't see a point in God going in. Oh, it was the skeever bit me, and then Barbas killed the skeever. I don't know why Barbas would be okay with us doing this. Why he wouldn't be yelling at us to stop messing around and go get the axe. I feel like probably the reason is that he's probably just like, he's not gonna force us because he realizes that he can't. Kind of weird. Oh, it was Barbas. I was like, why did she look like he had a tail? Okay. I think we already talked about what the story behind the Ruthless Axe is. I am noticing that it is colored again, so that means that he probably has something new to say on it, but we'll talk to him more about it. Maybe after we finish this cave, maybe she'll ask him again and see if he has anything more to say on it. I feel like there should be more to the axe than what we've been told, but I also can understand that there isn't. It's just not a very impressive thing. Of all of the Daedric artifacts, I believe the Ruthless Axe to be the lowest on the tier of I find it interesting. Very hard to find a Daedric artifact that I don't find interesting, and it's the only one that I can think of. I don't know if this axe, I don't know if this sword affects fire spells as I am casting them or before I cast them, or if it's like I don't know if that spider took any extra fire damage due to the sword's effects other than the sword's fire. I think the sword said it increases fire damage. Where'd she go? There she is. If this is what I think it is, it's not. We're not at that point yet. No, wait, it's the ravens that I'm thinking of, not the hags themselves. It's the hag ravens that I'm thinking of. These are not the hag ravens. I do like having the survival mode back on. I kind of wish that I kind of want to go on and get one of the mods I saw that affects the carry weight, because I do find the carry weight to be annoying. Because like Skyrim already had a limited amount of carry weight, and we do have that Ring of Ancients, but it's a ring. I have to put that on, and I have to choose not to have one of the other rings on, like the Ring of Hircine or Ankano's ring, or maybe even another ring if we end up finding another ring. But I obviously also don't want to. I don't want to make it too easy. We have the Hircine's ring on. No, we have the Ancient's ring on, because again we're well over our carry weight. And it's really annoying because like it feels like a lot of the time you're over your carry weight, but you're over your carry weight because of the fact that you're carrying like all your equipment.
Never should have come here.
I was wondering if there was another one in here. I felt like we didn't have enough. I mean, I also did not find what I was looking for, so this might not be what I think it is. I basically think it's one of the companions' later quests. Metabara. There's also a mod you can install that makes it to where you can do the companions' quest without becoming a werewolf. I think that's a pretty cool, good idea, since I get to say that There's a couple of characters I'd play that would love to do the companions, but would never become a werewolf. Like that would be a hard no for them. Mostly just because of the fact that I believe that it's one of those situations that if you are a werewolf, you basically have turned your back on the nine, I would think. Um, some may ask, why did Sarah become a werewolf then? Why was she okay with it? Um, Obviously, she had thought she'd already turned her back on the nine by becoming a vampire. She was under the impression that since she's a vampire, that it didn't matter anymore. She might as well become a werewolf because at least it seemed like it was. It seemed like it was a better option because as a vampire, she had to feed on the blood of the living. As a werewolf, she might not be able to sleep well, but she doesn't, like, as far as she's experienced so far, she doesn't forcibly transform. And the companions seem to have full control over their transformations, when it happened, what they did with them, and what they did as them. So she feels like that this is probably an easier curse to deal with, because she doesn't have to go around drinking the blood of the living to try and survive. Obviously, there are negatives to being a werewolf versus being a vampire, but all she saw was the convenience of being able to survive, and I'm betting that this is a bandit's hideout. Although, I think we've been here before. We've been to this particular hideout. I think that this was one of the ones we went to that we were planning on trying to create thralls at. Oh yeah, it was. We were out here trying to create a thrall and having like an absolutely horrible time with it. I want to go in this direction because I'm seeing not only a a Draga ruin dungeon marking, but I'm also seeing one of the other markings that I think means something important. And wow, there's a lot here. Oh, aha. Okay, yeah, we can deal with this place. I know what this place is. I don't mind the idea of dealing with this one. Uh-oh, here comes an ice golem. I'm really surprised like I don't have like firebolt or something. I guess I could do lightning or phenomena. I knew the ice golem was coming up at me, so I wanted to get. Holy crap! There's a lot more of you. First things first, let's pop some healing. Let's see if we have any healing potions. Maybe healing potion. We'll do that real quick. Extraction spells are better. A little bit more magic up. Or a little bit more. Ice versus frost. Or fire versus ice. I don't know why the heck I said ice versus frost. Alright, we don't have enough healing for that. Or magicka for that. And the ice golem's down here. Great. Okay, another pop of that. Another pop of that. I'm really hoping that... Well, never mind, I guess I won't find out. I'm pretty sure it was, though. I think that this guy was the one who summoned the Ice Atronach. I think I called him an ice golem while I was fighting him. Hard. Really need to get some sleep. Might sleep here. Because she is exhausted. I'm a werewolf and I can't get the rested perk anyways. Is there any negatives of just sleeping in one of their tents instead of setting up with mine? Is there a head in there? Yep, there's a skull in there. Does this say... No, it's just a marking from them shooting ice at me and stuff. Oh, hi, Barbas. Finally found your way around. Yeah, let's get some sleep. We'll do like 4 hours. I'm not doing this because of any particular need for it, but I do want a little bit more of my magicka back. Oh, and apparently I can level up. Let's go with another boost of stamina. And then that's conjuration. Might go down the conjuration route eventually. Should we go down even further down the maybe one-handed? Yeah, we'll do one-handed. More damage. 69. Aren't I supposed to get like super excited about that because I'm a gamer? I get why it's such a big thing, but I just always thought it was so stupid. Like even when I was able to figure out why people do it, I'm just like, really? That big of a deal? I just wasted a really good healing potion. For some reason, I was under the impression I needed a healing potion. That me needing to munch down on some food. I guess it makes sense since usually that's what you need to do with one of your stats are lows, you need a bunch of potion. But it's not really that popular in games for you need to eat. Mostly because it doesn't. Mostly because I can understand why most people don't find it very interesting. And Hags. Oh, and we have a. Yeah, I know I'm interrupting it, but. The last thing I want to do is deal with both of these two Hag Ravens and a freaking Briarheart. At least Barbas is being a good distraction right now. Some people might be like, it's kind of annoying that you could go in and just kill them while they're doing their thing and they just let you do it. I would say that it's kind of annoying that you coming in doesn't stop the ceremony. Ooh, become ethereal. I like that show. Not really because it's particularly useful in combat or anything like that. It's just useful in general. Got a particularly nasty trap you want to get through? Pop ethereal. Want to deal with a clearly undoy. Want to go get down a cliff, but not sure if you'll be able to survive the fall. Throw on an ethereal. Basically, just becomes the end all be all of. If you need to, if you're afraid you're gonna die, pop it. I am noticing this was the Daedric, the Draugr ruin. There's other Draugr ruins I'm looking for, but this was not one of them. We've got all that down there we could have done. Boom. but we ended up coming up here, so we're not gonna have to deal with any of that. We might clear it out one day. Part of me just wants to get like Unbound Flame and just pepper the area with Unbound Flame, but I don't even know if the people are loaded in for me to damage them. Occupied Novice, we can pop that with the spell. Check. Hag Raven. Barbas, you look really. I don't know if it's I don't know if Barbas' eyes are normally orange like that because of the fire, but that's really creepy. It's interesting how there's a few Hag Ravens you'll meet that is not so bad. That might be a book we read eventually. The fact that its name's Sithis makes me really want to read it. It's one of the few gods in this game that all of my characters have a common respect for. Representation of death and the void. Oh, we got another bird's nest. Apparently the birds are supposed to land at these. It's like a good way for you to get more of them is that if you want, you can just sit there and wait. Right, because you can get feathers and stuff from them. I actually did not realize they were even interactable for the first few times I played this. Mostly because of the fact that I've never played a character good enough at archery to hit the darn things. Potion, then I'll probably just end up selling because it was a two-handed weapon potion, the only two-handed weapon I can think I'll ever use. I won't use enough in combat to need a potion for it. Move, burgers. It's the only reason why I don't like having a companion is that they always seem to like they can find a way to get in the way. It's another cave. Runoff caverns discovered. Oh, this is the cave that we've had marked on our map for like a while. I think there's a book here we're supposed to get. Alright, let's head on in. See if we can figure out what's here. And hopefully if it is a book, we end up getting this one actually back to Dwemer Ruins. Take a book around, Barbas. Barbas is probably like, can we go do this mission? Go do the mission you're supposed to be going and doing. Can I go through this? No, it requires a key. So, I'm guessing I probably need to go down to the rest of this place before I can get to it. Let's go with... Whoa. Okay, wait a minute. What the heck? I do not recognize this place at all, and I definitely would have recognized this place. This is the first time I think I've ever seen Dwemer water wheels. Is this place part of the base game, or is this bonus content added in by the Creation Club? Definitely feels like the second one. Yeah, I'm feeling Creation Club. It's definitely a bridge. I'm not entirely sure how you would drop it, though. Okay, Mercenaries note. Here we go. This will give us a clue what the heck we're doing in here. It's been 2 days since we've heard from the mage. He told us to wait here at the camp, but everyone's tired of stripping spiders for loot. The mage promised us fortune and glory, but if the foe got himself killed, none of us get paid. That's a problem. Still, I'm not sure he should leave us just yet. Something about this place feels off. Maybe it's in the air. One minute it's dry enough to crack your throat. Other times it's wet enough to drown you. In most ruins it's easy to lose track of time, but here I feel like I'm losing my mind. Interesting. Last night I decided to step outside and take a breath. Maybe just seeing the sun again would help me keep my wits. But when I got back to camp, sweating from the heat, I told one of the other mercs she should do the same. She told me she already did, but it was too damn cold. I wasn't sure what she meant until I saw the snow on her boot. So I stepped outside to take a breath of air, maybe just something. Sun again would help me keep my sane. When I came back to camp, sweating from the heat. So they definitely were losing their minds, because... Though I'm only seeing one mercenary body here. Where'd the other ones go? I wonder if I should pop a light spell. Apparently I need to pop the Veneric's Welcome. I have no idea what this is. I know that this cave has been marked on our map for a while. So I know that there's a quest I have in my book that has something to do with this, but I have no idea what the quest would be. Because like I said, I've not been here. I don't remember this place. I feel like I remember a place like this. This is incredible. It's really cool. It's not the one I'm thinking. There's one that I'm like sitting here like, maybe it's this one, but I'm really doubtful because the one I'm thinking of, start is not like this. And oh, it's one of those stupid things. Crap. Barbara is going over to kill it. Get a light. Let's get the lightning bolt. I didn't think these things were cool that they added in as like Dwemer ballistas. Flames, even though Flames is not super useful against Dwemer. He wanted to call them Dwarven, which they're kind of the dwarves of this universe. Although, interestingly enough, they might be called, some people might call them dwarves, and they might be considered called, and they even call them dwarves in this game. I think sometimes they're not they're actually elves, and they're just like deep elves. Like, it's an interesting take on the idea of dwarves in Skyrim, of them just being another race of elf. Like, when I first saw him, I thought Gimli off of freaking Lord of the Rings. Like, I did not, like, I thought it was weird that I always thought Dwemer armor was just made from Dwemer metal. It wasn't actually like armor the Dwemers wore, but apparently it was. Well, as we fell from the Arbiter, who was apparently a Dwemer. Deep elf, a dwarf, or whatever you want to call it. It's a fantasy race in a video game. Why am I trying to break this down so much? It's just content. This is really cool though. I'm really liking this dungeon. Is that a... Nope. I'm more just curious of what I could mine there if that was a mining spot. And this is a knapsack. We were told of a mage down here, so we're looking to see if we can find a mage. Argonian account book 3. Gotta kind of like look these books over because like they might be part of this story. So let's see what's this book 3 thing about. I don't know if this is a randomly generated book or if this is part of the quest. Well, it didn't trigger a quest, so it's not gonna help me figure out what quest this is. If it is a quest. know that this was marked. Thought it was just a go get a book, but I'm feeling like a Dwemer cave might be a little bit more than just get a book. Book might be here, but I feel like there's more. There might be a book here. It might be the reason why I was sent here, but crap. I hate it when this happens because it throws me off so much. I'm trying to use my fire breath, but it didn't work. It's not going to be super effective on this thing, but this thing is going to... Oh crap. Alright, we're going down here for a minute. Pretty good. I was about to say it's probably either repathing to me or fighting Barbus. And it looks like it was repathing to me. There we go. Where is Barbus? Probably offloading somewhere. What are these things? Oh, Barbus is over there killing another one. I thought these were like beams of light, but I just realized they're just the lights off of these things. Okay, where am I supposed to go from here? You can't get me to think that this is all that there is. There has to be more. I want to go back to that door where I was running away from the thing from. That's why Dwemer Spike Worker, these things usually aren't that strong. I usually think these things are just supposed to be working, and like them fighting us is like not their intended function. Acts of draining. Let's get a candlelight spell going. You can see a bit better because I feel like I'm missing something. I know I haven't fully explored this place yet, so not super worried about it, but I do feel like we're missing something. Possibly whatever lowers those bridges. We were able to drop this bridge. Definitely feel like you should be able to drop the next one. Yeah, that's definitely going to be something important. Let's see what we can get by going this way. Really impressive. Pretty sure that was just a dead end. Time, and we still have plenty. We still have a few minutes before we have to go anywhere. Broken Dwemer spiders. There's definitely got to be something in this room. There's got to be a way I can drop the other bridges. There's got to be like a lever or something. I'm not seeing. Knowing my luck, it's likely to be somewhere obvious, and I'm not seeing it. Everyone's gonna be screaming at me. I wonder if it's back up there where that other lever was. Or maybe like I have to hit the same lever again. Oh. That's a little bit of a scare right there. Can I hit you with lightning? Can I hit you with a bolt of lightning? Because if I can, I might just sit here for a few seconds and hit him with bolts of lightning over and over again until I kill him, because I don't want to deal with him if we do end up dropping those bridges. Is he immortal? Nope, he's not immortal until I open that up. If I can't kill him, if I can drop his health bar far enough, then I can at least hit a save point because he is kind of like trying to damage me. There he goes. Alright. Alright, now I've killed the Centurion. We found that out. Let's find out how to bring that gate down so I can get to his corpse. Even though I know his corpse isn't gonna have what I want, whatever I'm looking for on it. At least I highly doubt it. Over here. I am wondering if it's back up there. Maybe it's like over here. No? Doesn't seem like it. Do I just gotta hit the lever again? Maybe? Oh. There we go with that, but how do I drop the other side? Confused. I feel like it's, like I said, I feel like it's probably something obvious that I'm not seeing. And am I stuck now? Really upset if I'm stuck. Yeah, I think I can get under the bridge this way. Yep. There we go. Alright. It's not even like I can teleport. Oh, well, I might be able to teleport up there. Let's see. Alright. Let's get out the blink ability. Sorry, Barbas, you're probably gonna have to figure your way around, and I just looted that thing without even looking at what it had in its inventory. Well, let's hope it wasn't anything important. It ended up being like it was like a key or something, and I ended up like, I'm gonna want to like, no, I have that. Run off Cavern Gate key. So we did get a key from him. And I'm picking up stuff without looking at it again. I'm getting into Luke Goblin mode and I'm just picking everything up. What was that? Was that armor anything special, or was it just Dwemer armor? Dwemer armor of the Knight. Interesting. Baron Hero Circlet, some shrines. Shield of Sithis. What the flip? Okay, that's cool. Here I was just talking about how my characters respect Sithis. Oh hey, you figured out a way to get to us. I don't know how the heck to knock that down. Whatever. Keep going. Hopefully it's not like that's not like a trigger for a quest or something. So my only issue is going to be if we find the mage that they were talking. Mercenary warrior. So are we feeling that these guys are probably going to be insane and try and kill us? Yep. That was easy. Alright, let's check and see if they've got anything interesting on them. There's one of the questions, like, how did they get here? The bridges were up, the Centurion was in place, like, is there another way to this part of the dungeon? Am I just supposed to not question it? Because usually the game's pretty good about keeping it realistic like that. Or is this like another way I could have gone? What is the possibility? What's this do? Oh cool, drop that bridge. Is this going to be another situation of me having to find the bridge lever and I don't find it and I end up just cheating it? I don't consider myself cheating it, even though that is what I'm doing. Alright, let's go down there and see if we can find out if there's a lever down there. This is a big dungeon, though. Oh, this is bigger than what I was expecting. I was expecting this cave to be a small, tiny little thing with just like maybe a couple wolves in it, and maybe a Draga. I wasn't expecting the entire Dwemer area. Oh. I have a feeling you're gonna wake up. Alright. Got another one. Great. It's not so exasperated by that, like I actually have a problem with fighting these things. I definitely don't like fighting them, which is why I don't mind using Nominat on them. Oh, Barbaros is over there. I was like, what are they attacking? Are they attacking each other? Alright. This time I'm not gonna just instantly loot him. Let's take a look and see what this guy's got and see if he's got anything good. Nothing important. We may not even gotten the key off of him. I think we did, but I'm not sure. That I'm hoping that lowered the bridge. Yep, it did. So let's go ahead back up and go through the bridge. The bridge of Khazad-dûm. This is where we go from being Sarah the furry to Sarah the something else. You're like a Gandalf the White kind of transformation. I wouldn't think so. These like dwarven control panels that I swear is like they used it for like some kind of like art of controlling or something. I'd love to see more of the Dwemer. I'd love to see the Dwemer really like I'd love to like be able to like go back to when the Dwemer were active and like be in an active Dwemer city. Alright, where are we now? There was one mod I'm thinking about getting that it makes you have to fight like ghosts of the Dwemer. And there's a quest in this that you can eventually do that I usually will add that mod after because it kind of makes sense that quest would trigger this. I better do some healing. I don't want that ballista to come over here though, so I'm trying to like give it something to shoot at so that it doesn't feel like it needs to path its way over here. Alright, where is... there it is. I like how it's like it's trying to get behind the cover. But it seems as though we're going to need to cut this in half because apparently this place is huge. And another mercenary. I was hoping this was the mage. Whoa. Okay, now that's cool. On that note, I'll see you guys in the next episode.